Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Big John. Today we're going to discuss a couple things. First, reloads and then malfunctions. Now, using Hick's Law as a kind of a backdrop, it kind of states that the more options you have to perform a given task, the longer it takes you to decide what option to use. So we want to keep it as simplistic and as streamlined as possible, yet still being effective to where we do cover and address the situation. So looking at that, when we look at reloads, there's two types of reloads. Now, I like calling them proactive and reactive. I don't remember who the first person I heard say that, but I think that's a good terminology. Proactive means I'm reloading when I want to. Reactive means I'm reloading because I have to. And that's the difference. Now, the reactive or emergency reload or slide lock reload, however you want to refer to it, we're going to set that aside. We're going to put that under stoppages because that's what it really is. It's a stoppage. It's a malfunction. So reload with retention, proactive reload, however you want to refer to it. What that means is that you have engaged. You have fired some rounds. Not sure how many you fired, but you fired a few, then there's been a lull. So while you have time and opportunity, we're thinking about topping off. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back into our workspace. We're going to come back, grab our spare mag, bring it up. Now there's a couple ways of doing this. One, if you've got larger hands, you can roll you and grab it and have both magazines in your hands. People with smaller hands though, cold, maybe you got gloves on, maybe you're injured, there's a tendency to drop magazines. So what I would prefer and what I would recommend is once I bring this magazine up, I'm going to hit my magazine release. I'm going to let my old mag hit the ground, okay? And then I'm just going to seat the other mag. Pull down, make sure it's seated, and then I can go back and engage if I have to. Now, if I have opportunity, I'm going to look down, and I'm going to look at my mag I just dropped. If I see rounds in it, I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to put it in my pocket. The reason being, those spare rounds in there, I may need them before it's over. Hopefully not, but I wouldn't want to go somewhere, move to cover, and I'm 20 yards away from that spare mag, go to slide lock, oh crap, I had 5 in that mag back there, but I can't get to it, So I'm going to pick it up and put it in my pocket. That's a proactive reload. The only thing I would say about that is, when you're doing your reload, your proactive reload, I really can't do it here and stay on camera, but move to cover, or at least just get offline, okay? So I'm gonna hit pause to set this up, and we're gonna start discussing the malfunctions. So hold on just a second. Okay, so just kind of review, the proactive was we're just topping off. So we're moving offline or moving to cover, fresh mag, pull down, make sure the mag's seated, we're good to go. Then we look down, there's rounds, we pick it up, there's no rounds, just leave it. So now we'll discuss our malfunctions. So you have several different malfunctions, and we went over this before too, but remember meal, magazine, extractor, ammunition, lubrication, either too much or not enough. Those outside of operator are most of your causes of malfunctions. You may have a dead round, you may have a double feed, not in this case, well, yeah, double feed. You may be failure to extract, failure to eject, maybe the magazine wasn't seated, But we can cover this in two ways, and we do it in a non-diagnostic fashion. So I don't want to have to think about it. So the first thing I'm going to do is what's called a tap rack bang or tap rack reassess. So what we're doing there is we're engaging. Nothing happens. First thing I'm going to do. Now, in this case, we've got a stovepipe. We've got a dummy round and it's sticking straight up. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to move. Now again, I'm not going to do it because then you ain't going to be able to see. But we're going to move, well, I'll do it this way. We'll move out. All right, I moved. I'm going to slap the base of the magazine to make sure the magazine is seated. I'm going to come over the top and I'm going to rack the side. Now, I had an empty mag, so it went to slide lock. But normally, that will take care of your failure to feed, your failure to eject a dead or a bad round. Now, so that covers the majority of your malfunctions. Now you've got one malfunction, which will be a slide lock reload. All right, going to slide lock, where you went all the way and you're now empty, or you may have a double feed where you have a round in the chamber and then you've got a round coming up trying to get in there at the same time, which you're, especially like on ARs, if your magazine lifts, if you've got aluminum mags and they get a little worn, instead of one round coming up at a time, like two will pop up, and that causes a malfunction. But what we're going to do, we're kind of going to do the same thing each time. So we come up, we're not even looking, we just, all right, it don't work, tap, rack. That didn't fix it, okay? If that didn't fix it, we're going to move. You may have to rip the old magazine out, okay? Because if you've got that dummy round trying to hang in there, it may be rubbing. So rip it out. I shouldn't have thrown it down until I discussed. If that's your only mag, of course you got to save it. 99 times out of 100, the magazine's the problem. So if you got a spare mag, just throw it. Just throw it to the ground, let it go. Because it's the problem of your malfunction. Rack it 3 times. Spare mag, up, seat, rack, and go back to work. That takes time. Good news is, these are very rare. If you have a quality magazine, quality pistols, quality ammunition, you didn't buy a bunch of Chinese knockoffs, you'll probably never deal with this. It's so rare, in fact, that when you drill this, you have to set them up. You know, if it was a big issue, you'd see it all the time on the range. So as long as you got good quality ammunition, you keep maintenance on your pistol or your carbine or whatever up, get a good pistol, and don't buy factory mags. If you're running a Glock, spend the money, get a Glock. If you're running a Smith & Wesson, spend the money, get a Smith & Wesson, etc. The only time I don't say that is with ARs is Magpuls. You know, they're not of course, they're not factory mags, so to speak, unless you get USGI. But Magpuls are the way to go. Run AK, run Complock, steel mags, Bulgarian are real good at $14.95. You know, so that covers your reloads and your malfunctions. And we're right at 8 minutes, so we did pretty good this time. So that ends it. Comments, questions, criticism, witticism, put them in the comment section. If I can help you, I will. Hope you have a great day. As I remain your humble and obedient servant, John Alsbrook. Thank you very much.